Hey YouTube, welcome to another video from Skinny Medic. In this video, we're going to take a look at the SAR 38 357 Revolver. This has been a fun gun to shoot. I think this is a perfect gun for girls. Totally joking about that, obviously, but it seems like every person who works the gun counter says that a revolver is the perfect weapon for a female, but totally joking about that. We all know Glock 19 is. Did aggravate Mrs. Skinny Mac and tell her I was going to open carry this thing one day. This is an old school boop, revolver. I think it'd be fun to open carry this. So honestly, not a huge revolver fan. I do own a Smith & Wesson J-frame. And then I have this little bulldog here. Funny story, I completely stole this from Such 00. He did a review on this gun years ago, a long time ago, 10 years probably plus, and borrowed this gun from a friend of ours, and he really liked this gun. So I was at the friend's house, and he was selling some guns, and I did like any good friend. When you tell me you're selling guns, I go over and take a look at them, and picked this revolver up, and I was like, oh, I know this gun. So I picked it up right behind Such, and he's pretty disappointed he did not get this little bulldog here. But this is a fun revolver, so on that one. And then I have the SAR 38 357 now. So this is a SAR 38 357 with a 4-inch barrel. They make different length barrels well, 6-inch as well. You guys can throw the jokes in there as well. But this is a fun gun to shoot. We shot a lot with 38, shot one box of 357 with it, and 357 did have a little bit more kick to it. But for 38s, man, this was a fun gun to shoot.
I can't follow up though like that.
So we'll start at the bottom here. It does have a nice like Hogue style rubberized grip here that fits my hand very nicely. This is a double single action. Of course, double being mean that we pull the trigger. Hammer has to go all the way back. Boom. Reset. We can make it single action. Pull here. Boom. And then just reset every time there. Like most revolvers here, we do have a very heavy trigger pull here for the double action. Pull in a single action, nice crisp break, no over travel, and then reset. This is a 6-shot revolver, rotates counterclockwise, similar to the Smith & Wesson. Texturized grip here, so it does feel nice and textured, not over aggressive, but enough that you can get your thumb onto it. The SAR 38 does have an internal safety as well, so when we pull it back, we squeeze the trigger here, let go, and you kind of see that trigger reset there. So it does have an internal safety that where something happens that it's not going to go off. So let's go over the sights. I like the back sights, the rear sights, okay? It does have a mounting plate here, so I'm curious to see if we could put an optic on this. I think that'd be really cool to run a red dot on this. But we do have a rear sight that is adjustable for windage, things like that. So I like that. That's pretty neat. The front sight, I had trouble finding it a lot of times, to be completely honest with you, because it kind of ramps up here. It's solid black. It's hard to find, okay? That was me personally. Like, probably going to put some paint on the front of it here just to kind of help find it. If I could replace the front sight, I would. But I think that's kind of it, is to put a little bit of paint on here and help find that front sight. That was my biggest problem with this gun. Overall, I love shooting. It's a fun gun. But finding that front sight sometimes when you're throwing it up and trying to find it real quick, had a problem there.
Dang. Still fell down. There you go. We got another one. made it.
So the overall frame is forged there. You can see that it has a plate similar to the Smith & Wesson here that we can take off. And this is made in Turkey. So I think the SAR 38 is probably going to be more like a budget line revolver. I've seen them anywhere from like $450, $500, $600 range going on the internet. But that's still a lot cheaper than the competitors here. The black finish here does already have a few little scratches in it where I've been using it and having some fun with it. But for a budget gun, I think this is a great buy. So thank you guys for watching. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember, you need the right gear and the right training.